We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Yeah, I feel extremely blessed to be here. I would love to tell you as well that one of my passions in life is singing, and I love to make raw food songs. So I have various songs on YouTube that you can check out if you feel like it. I love to take musical songs and make raw food versions of them, like songs from The Sound of Music and stuff. So my main website is rawreform.com. I always have to say it really slowly because no one understands my accent. Raw Reform, and yeah, you can find articles and videos and before and after pictures. Okay, I was going to show you guys, if you've never seen any of my before and after pictures, there's a page of them in here somewhere. Here we go. I'll pass this around. Page 227. Yeah, so you can check out all those things online, and I don't know if he told you, but we do like a daily online raw food TV show as well. So if you go to therawfoodworld.com, that's our main website, and you can kind of portal in through there to everything else. So these videos that are being done right now, they'll go onto our daily TV show, and we do recipes and interviews and all kinds of things like that. Lots of information and connecting and sharing to keep sharing this message, because as he was probably saying to you, the main reason why this lifestyle seems to keep spreading, and it's like a ripple effect, is because people are getting healing, right? People are turning around all kinds of health conditions and lifestyle issues, and they're getting healing and transformation, and you know, their light becomes so much brighter, and they start to share that with other people, and it just keeps on spreading. The raw food movement has grown exponentially in the last decade or so. Absolutely unbelievable. It's apparently the biggest growing industry in North America right now, in terms of people supplying products and books and all those kind of things. So it's, you know, it's something that people seem to be getting a lot of joy out of, and maybe something that you feel to look into more, or at least just add some more greens, if nothing else. Are there any questions before we head out to the garden?
Your medicines, I'm sure they put you on like Synthroid when you were 11, right? Maybe thyroid medicine.
Yeah.
So when you slowly went off, did you just sort of do it under doctor's supervision, or did you just feel you didn't need it anymore?
My path with my thyroid medication, I was on thyroxine, and I was on a really high dosage, 150 micrograms every day, and I'd been on that for, I think, 11 or 13 years or something, at the point at which I came off it. And the way that that happened for me, which is definitely not something I would necessarily recommend to other people, I came off it cold turkey. Or we say cold cucumber. I had the assistance of a homeopath. As I said, the person who introduced me to raw food was a homeopath, and she suggested to me, well, if you're going to choose this kind of way of life, you might want to think about the medications you're taking and come off those. So I came off it, and to me that was absolutely terrifying, because as far as I was concerned, I was on it for life. Right? That's what I've been told, that's the attachment I had in my brain, and suddenly it was gone. But she helped me enormously. She gave me different homeopathic remedies, such as thyroidinum and iodium and silica and stuff, to help me through the initial months. And basically all I do now for my thyroid is, of course, I'm completely raw, and I do a lot of seaweeds. Every day I take kelp. I also use nascent iodine externally on my skin to make sure I have a lot of iodine feeding my thyroid. I eat maybe dulse or nori, or you know, some kind of different seaweed every day, and my thyroid seems to take care of itself now. So I feel super, super blessed about that, and also cautious to tell other people because it's not necessarily for everyone to do that. You know, it really depends so much on your condition and your feelings. I feel the feelings are such an important part of it. You know, I had that really strong emotional attachment to the thyroxine. It was, you know, this big identity of like, I take this and I'm going to take it for life. And suddenly to just throw that away and have no connection to it was a big step. So whether people are willing to do that or not, I think is really, really key to look at as well. Some people might not be emotionally ready to let go of their medications. So yeah, that was my journey with the thyroid.
You're a living example that the doctors are wrong, because what I've heard is once you're above 0.1, you know, you never get off it. So you were 0.15, so good for you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I'd like to know a bit about your emotional journey. Did you do yoga, or did you do any meditation practices to help you reach more of an enlightened state in that sense? Or
Yeah, for sure. I had a lot of tools along the way to help me. Meditation, I started to do. I thought meditation was like for monks in caves in India, and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, okay, I'm just going to try. I just sat down one day and was like, okay, 5 minutes. I can just do this for 5 minutes. And I actually really enjoyed it. And now it's an absolutely integral part of my day. Every morning I do yoga and meditation and visualizing and a lot of healing, like sending healing out around the world. Those kind of things are really important to me now. EFT was also very important for my emotional journey, the tapping, you know, emotional freedom technique. That was like a lifesaver to me at one of the trickiest parts of my journey. Really inspiring books and DVDs and people were very important to my journey as well. The Conversations with God books were really important to me, and the title can freak people out sometimes, but those books really, really helped me. Starting to go to support groups and to speak to other people was key as well, because I was so shut down. You know, I was so unwilling previous to that to speak to anybody. And then to open that up and to start to hear other people's stories of their transformations, and to realize that I wasn't the only one who had such a crazy connection with food, that was really eye-opening for me. And at first I would always sit in those support group meetings just completely silent. You know, I wouldn't say anything. I was just listening to all these other people's stories, and you know, I would hear someone saying, I go out every night in my car and I go to the grocery store and I buy all of these things, and I stand there at the checkout and I say, oh, this is for Bill, and Bob really likes these, and Annie asked me to get her these, and then I take everything out into the parking lot and I eat it all. And I would just sit there listening to these stories and think, wow, other people are even crazier than me, you know? And it was so healing to realize I wasn't alone, and to start to share and get out of my own head. So yeah, lots of different things like that really, really helped me. Otherwise, I don't know if I'd be here, you know. There was so much internal toxicity. And that book, Raw Emotions, is a big exploration of all of those kind of things, how we can keep unfolding, peeling away those layers of the onion and getting into our core, who we really want to be. All right. Any other questions?
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.